Hey nerds, welcome to JerAwards. Today we're going to recap Season 4 of Lucifer. If you're new here, at the end of each of our big seasons, we have to recap. I just like to do my own JerAwards, give credit to the favorite episode, favorite scenes, etc. As well, pay tribute to all of those we lost along the way. There's a sneeze brewing. It's right here in this nostril. I'm back. So we have to pay tribute to all those people. We have to give credit and go through our rankings, this, that, and the other, and just recap the season. So if you're new here, feel free to subscribe for daily content. If there's a day, there is a reaction. Links will be in the description box down below for the Patreon, the Twitch stream, and everything in between. On Patreon, all 4 seasons so far of Lucifer, as well as 5 and 6 yet to come. No episode, obviously, today, but tomorrow will be, that's why, the wick finally burned out, and now the whole room smells like a burnt out candle. Tomorrow will be Season 5, Episode 1, Super Sad Devil Guy, I think is the name of it, but regardless, let's get right into it. I'm going to start by saying that Season 4 was absolutely phenomenal, and you'll know how phenomenal it is. You'll know how good it is when we get to our favorite episode for the season. Now, what was Season 4 of Lucifer? What was it about? It was just 10 episodes. A good, hearty 10-episode season that worked around a priest named Father Kinley and the first woman, the second human ever, the first sinner, lover of apples, young Eve. E to the V to the E. Eve is here looking for her love, aka Lucifer. And listen, this season starts off with an absolute banger in Everything's Okay. At the end of Season 3, Chloe saw Lucifer's real face. She went to Rome to try to digest this and goes to a church, ends up getting gaslit by Father Kinley to try to poison Lucifer, essentially to roofie him, to send him back to hell. Doesn't work out that way because Chloe realizes that Lucifer's not the devil that's painted in the pictures of the Bible and throughout history. He's a changed man. He's a new human. The Lucifer she knows is a good guy. So that's the way she looks at it. She decides to, basically, she goes through her heel turn. She turns back baby, and she just decides that she's not doing that to her friend. Father Kinley says the prophecy starts when Lucifer finds his first true love. Enter Eve. The apple, teeny and the apple references was there. I was thinking more celestial, angel names, this, that, and the other demons. I didn't expect it to be the first or second human ever, the first woman ever. And it's Eve with her apple teeny. And she's a party girl. She likes to party, and she wants Lucifer to just love her. And she wants to love Lucifer. That's all she wants to do is just love. But it doesn't actually turn out that way for her. While she does get the love, everybody else is kind of worried that this is kicking off this prophecy. And Lucifer starts to become more devilish. He gets a devil hand. He gets devil wings. He gets a devil face. He gets a full devil body, essentially, throughout the course of this. And it's said when he finds his first love that, you know, hell will walk the earth, essentially. And that's not exactly what happens. But, I mean, kind of. And it comes to find out, like he told Eve, like Lucifer didn't like who he was with Eve. And he doesn't think Eve should have to change herself for anybody. And she shouldn't. She should just be loved for who she is. And it's a learning process through both of those. Maze kind of falls in love with Eve at one point. I feel like Maze was just kind of like floating around a little bit. Eve has to go figure out who she is on her own before she can give love to anybody, including Maze herself. And Lucifer says that he hates himself and goes full devil, unbecomes the full devil thanks to Chloe's word of advice to forgive himself for his past sins, forgive himself for the things that have been said about him throughout the course of history. And so he kind of does. Now, throughout all of this, Dan grieves for Charlotte Richards pretty much the whole season. He is not in a good place. Ella is also not in a good place. She has given up on religion. Dr. Linda Martin gets pregnant. It's Amenadiel's baby. Her and Amenadiel come together as co-parents, and Amenadiel goes through taking the baby to the Silver City to not taking him to the Silver City. He ends up meeting a young boy named Caleb who he mentors. Caleb dies and changes Amenadiel's perspective on humans and where a kid should be raised. He wants to take the baby to the Silver City, but ends up backing out once he sees how much Dr. Linda Martin loves the baby. And the baby named Charlie is half human, half angel. Remy comes down to try to interfere with this. Amenadiel beats her ass and she decides to leave. But basically a last-ditch effort from Father Kinley is he says somebody has to, like, the demons have to let Lucifer know to come home. So he tries to choke out Eve to get him to deliver a message. She is the first sinner after all. Nope. She Uno reverses, finds one of Maze's hidden knives in Dr. Linda's home, stabs Dr. Father Kinley in the neck. He bleeds out, dies, comes back as Dromos, a demon from hell. And they use, they want to get Lucifer back. Like, Lucy, you're here. We love you, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'm never going back to hell. So they decide they need a new king of hell, but only a celestial can sit on the throne. And who better than Charlie, the half-angel baby, to be the new king of hell? Once the baby's gone missing, fingers are pointing at Amenadiel. Amenadiel's like, I didn't do it. And then they all team up to go whip some ass, save Charlie. But a decision has to be made. Now that the demons know that Lucifer is not coming back, they will defy him over and over again unless put in check. So like he shut them down in the finale, he tells Chloe that he has to go back to hell. And Chloe tells him, I love you for who you are. I don't care about this devil shit. I accept you for who you is. Please don't go. And Lucifer still goes. The whole season, everybody dealt with being lost and trying to figure out who they are. Nobody knows who they are in this season. I think that's what makes it so great. It's a lot of, they're just trying to figure it out. So, with that out of the way again, let me say that season 4 is a phenomenal season. And so far is my favorite season of the entire show. Shout out Netflix for taking over and doing the damn thing. And on that note, that wraps up my small recap for season 4 of Lucifer. I probably left some good details out, but it's what I can think of off the top of my head. And now we're going to get into season 4 of Lucifer's very own JerAwards. First things first is favorite episode. Here are your nominees. Season 4, Episode 1, Everything's Okay. Episode 2, Someone's Been Reading Dante's Inferno. Episode 3, Oh Ye of Little Faith, Father. Episode 4, All About Eve. Episode 5, Expire Erect. Episode 6, Orgy Pants to Work. Episode 7, Devil Is as Devil Does. Episode 8, Super Bad Boyfriend. Episode 9, Save Lucifer. Episode 10, Who's the New King of Hell? That's right. Every episode is nominated for favorite episode. Episodes 1 through 10, they're all here. They're all ready to go. I have a runner-up, and that's episode 5, Expire Erect. Really, 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 really damn good episode. But my favorite episode, believe it or not, is season 4, episode 1, Everything's Okay. Such a good episode just to get shot out of the cannon. The emotion was there. The pain was there. Everybody's here. Everybody's there. And it all just flowed nice together and really shot this season out of a cannon. And it was a complete flip from going from where it was to showing that it was a Netflix show. So, episode 1. There you go. Favorite scene. We got a lot of nominees here. Season 4, episode 1, Trixie forgiving Maze. Amenadiel letting Dan know Charlotte was in heaven. Dr. Martin punching Maze in the face. From episode 2, Lucifer taking the axe for Chloe. Episode 3, Amenadiel being there for Dr. Linda Martin during pregnancy. Episode 4, Eve seeing Lucifer for the first time. Angel baby-proofing the house. Eve embarrassing the devil. Episode 5, Eve's Eve outfit and Lucifer's snake comment. Dan talking to Lenora/Amy. Ella meeting Eve. Amenadiel telling Chloe her dad is proud of her. From season 4, episode 6, Amenadiel standing up for his baby. Linda telling Maze she'll always have a family there. Episode 7, Amenadiel fighting Remy. Lucifer with Angel and the devil on his shoulder. Trixie showing up to Lucifer's place to be the friend that he needs. Trixie interrogating Eve. Episode 8, Maze and Eve practicing dating. Amenadiel standing up for Caleb. Lucifer driving Amenadiel to beat up Tahir. Season 4, episode 9, Maze singing to Eve. Ella cleaning up after Dan so he can get help. Lucifer losing his devil form after talking to Chloe. And from season 4, episode 10, the finale, Lucifer, Amenadiel, Maze, and Eve all teaming up together. My runner-up for this was Trixie. You got a friend in me. showing up to Lucifer's place was really good. She was so excited and so geeked. But my favorite scene comes from the first episode, and that's Amenadiel letting Dan know that Charlotte was in heaven and Dan believing him and that hug that they shared. Very impactful, very emotional just to kick off the first episode. So far, episode 1 reigns supreme. Most heartbreaking scene. From season 4, episode 1, seeing Chloe was working against Lucifer. From episode 3, Lucifer realizing Chloe was lying to him. From episode 4, Chloe seeing Lucifer and Eve together. Episode 6, Joan's death, rookie Joan. Maze talking about her mother abandoning her. Episode 7, Chloe hearing that Lucifer broke Julian's back. Chloe seeing Trixie after the shooting, and Lucifer showing Dr. Linda, Dr. Linda, his devil wings. Episode 8, Lucifer and Eve's breakup, Caleb's death, and Lucifer saying he hates himself. Episode 9, Maze realizing Eve didn't feel the same way about her. And episode 10, the finale, Dr. Linda Martin after Charlie was taken, and Lucifer leaving Chloe. The finale had 2 really, really gut-wrenching moments that could easily be right here. But I'm telling you all, season 4, episode 8, Caleb's death. I like when shows do stuff I don't see coming. And it was set up watching it back that it was coming, but I was so in that moment and feeling for Caleb and feeling for Amenadiel and feeling for everything that was going on, I wasn't expecting it. And it hit a lot harder, especially what happened earlier in the episode. Most heartbreaking scene, 100%, Caleb Mayfield's death. To change it up and soften the mood, funniest scene from season 4, episode 3, Maze giving Trixie the knife behind her back when Dan was telling her she can't play with those. From season 4, episode 4, aka the Wendy's 4 for 4, Amenadiel having a child. A mini deal. Season 4, episode 5, Teenage Mutant Ninja Baby. Season 4, episode 7, Trixie interrogating Eve. Keep the comments to yourself, lady. Season 4, episode 8, Linda Martin meeting Eve. In season 4, episode 8, Wonderwall. It's not funny that Maze was pouring her heart out to Eve. It's the song. Just the song itself. Wonderwall itself is a meme. It caught me off guard. It was hilarious. I love what she did, though. I have 2 winners. Tied for first place. Keep the comments to yourself, lady, from Trixie. And a mini deal. Top fucking tier. Favorite kiss was actually a very, very hard one to pick, but let me fucking explain it after I pick it. And then again, it's my winners. You can have your own winners, right? From season 4, episode 4, Lucifer and Eve. From 4-5, Eve and Ella. From 4-7, Dan and Ella. From 4-9, Eve and Maze. And from 4-10, Lucifer and Chloe. I just put Dan and Ella on here because it was just a kiss. We don't get that many in this, but Lucifer and Chloe there at the end on season 4, episode 10. Let me go ahead and tell y'all something real quick. The kiss between Lucifer and Chloe in the finale was such an emotional kiss, and it was such a farewell kiss. Like, hey, we love each other, but I gotta go. And it was Lucifer kissing Chloe, and Chloe just, like, it was a kiss that should have been a better kiss, but for the reasons that it was, makes it more emotional. So your winner, my favorite kiss for season 4, is episode 4, Lucifer and Eve, because Eve was showing him that she accepted him for who he was. Teaching herself the lesson she needs to learn all along is that she needs to be accepted for who she is. And she loved that he was the devil, and she loved his devil face, and she loved him. And that's what that kiss was all about. So season 4, episode 4, Lucifer and Eve, favorite kiss. I still ship them a little bit. Favorite kill, only have 2 nominees, so I'll announce 1 nominee and then the winner after. Season 4, episode 3, Oscar throwing his own face through a broken table was pretty sick. But I'm not going to put the old Hannah Baker on here. Instead, season 4, episode 9, Eve stabbing Father Kinley in the neck. That's my winner for favorite kill. Favorite quote, baby, you know me. If I hear one, I'll leave it at what it is. Season 4, episode 3 really hit. And it's a simple quote. And it's simple in the fact that I had a long spiel on it, and everybody should take a bit of peace from it. I don't care what other people think of me. That's what Lucifer said. Don't care what people think of you. You should just live your own life. Be a free spirit. Favorite case, I only really have 2 nominees because the cases kind of got a little wild there for a second. From 4-5, the fancy cars was a good one. But season 4, episode 2, the cabin, the cameraman with the killing and stuff, the the Beth killing her sister shit, everything else was really good, but the cabin, I just liked it. I liked everything. It is a good case. This is a good case. Favorite friendship, this one was tough because there wasn't a whole lot of like friend bonding, like Amenadiel and Dan even, where it seemed kind of like, you know, like they weren't really there a whole lot. A lot of the friendships took a sidestep in this. So here's your nominees. Lucifer and Amenadiel, Lucifer and Dr. Martin, Maze and Trixie, Maze and Dr. Martin, Lucifer and Dan, Amenadiel and Dan, Lucifer and Ella, Chloe and Dr. Martin, Maze and Eve, and Lucifer and Trixie. I'm going to have to give it to Lucifer and Trixie. Maze and Dr. Martin's a runner-up, right? Because they had the most on-screen shit. Lucifer and Trixie. I've been wanting to give it to him at some point, but Lucifer and Trixie. Trixie was the friend he needed in that moment, and Trixie showed up, and I think she played a bigger part than what's actually kind of like told on screen. I love it. That's something about it. Yeah, makes my heart warm. Which brings us to favorite ship. Your nominees: Lucifer and Chloe, Amenadiel and Dr. Martin, Eve and Ella, Dan and Maze, Maze and Eve. My runner-up here is Maze and Eve, but your winner, yet again, for 4 straight seasons so far, is Lucifer and Chloe. It's Closifer. It's loosely. I ain't saying Decker Star. That's your winners yet again. Woo! Most underrated character, Trixie. It's Trixie, baby. It's Trixie. She's the most underrated character. I think her being there for Lucifer to be his friend, interrogating Eve and having the conversation she had with her, Lucifer listened. It's Trixie. She wins an award. I love her to pieces. Least favorite character is Tahir. Go fuck yourself. Any harm that came to Caleb in that episode, it just pisses me off. Tahir. Least favorite character. By a landslide. Favorite character, your nominees: Lucifer, Chloe, Trixie, Dr. Linda Martin, Maze, Amenadiel, Ella, and Eve. Basically all the main characters. My runner-up for this season is Amenadiel. I do love me some Amenadiel, but I have to say my favorite character for this season, Apple Teeny, baby. It's Eve. Bro, Eve comes in. She's an adorable, wholesome little thing. She just wants to be loved. Of course, she makes some mistakes, but who doesn't in life? I just love Eve to pieces. I hope I get more of her in season 5. My favorite character for season 4, E to the V to the E. It's Eve. With that out of the way is our season rankings, our season names, finale names, etc. My season 4 name, it's a hard one to pick, actually. I went with Lost Souls. That's my name for season 4, because nobody in this season really knew who they were as a person, right? Identity crisis could be another one. Nobody knew who they were. Nobody. Everybody felt lost. Every single character, except for Trixie, every character felt lost in one way or another at some point throughout the season. They just were. I will go ahead and tell you that season 4 so far is my favorite season, and that my season 4 finale name is Goodbye for Now. It's time to go, but hey, I say, well, that's okay. Goodbye for Now is the name of it, and this is Lucifer leaving to, simply put, return to hell. I'll go ahead and tell you it's not my favorite finale, and that is one of the last parts of having, like, saying the rankings. I'll tell you it's my favorite, but season 5 and 6 open for interpretation. Then when we have the full show recap, then we'll have all that stuff. So with all that out of the way, it's time for our in memoriam for the following peeps: Bob, Melinda, Susan, David, Oscar, Pablo, Derek Lee, Big Nose Brown Shoes Gary, Rookie Joan, Sam, Sandra, Caleb Mayfield, Moira, Father Kinley, Halibay, Lila, Squee, and all the other demons killed. Special shout out, special rest in peace to Rookie Joan, Father Kenley, who's a big character, and of course, Caleb Mayfield. May you all rest in peace. And with that out of the way, that is a full wrap for Season 4 of Lucifer. Tomorrow will be Season 5, Episode 1, a.k.a. Super Sad Devil Guy. And that's just what it's going to be. And I will see you all there tomorrow. Let me know in the comment section down below your own JerAwards, your favorite stuff, whatever it is. I like reading those from you guys. And as always, links and everything will be in the description box down below. Playlist will be up on screen. And as always, stay cute, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one.